I'm Richard Clarke. I record these talks every day as a way to deepen my inquiry. Listen each day and deepen your own practice. Welcome. I'm reviewing and commenting on the book Talks with Sri Ramana Maharshi. Today is from Talk 575. Questioner: How to conquer desire, anger, etc. Maharshi: Desire or lust, anger, etc., give you pain. Why? Because of the I conceit. This I conceit is from ignorance, ignorance from differentiation, differentiation from the notion of the reality of the world, and this again from the I am the body idea. The last can be only after the rise of the ego. The ego not arising, the whole chain of mishaps disappears. Therefore, prevent the rise of the ego. This can be done by remaining in your own real nature. Then lust, anger, etc., are conquered. The questioner asks how to conquer desire and anger, which are common human struggles that bring pain and disturbance. Ramana Maharshi responds by tracing the root of these emotions back to their ultimate source, offering a practical and profound insight into their resolution. Desire and anger cause pain because they're tied to the ego, the sense of I that identifies with body and mind. Ramana explains this I conceit or ego arises from ignorance. Ignorance in this context means the mistaken belief in separation and the reality of the external world as independent from the self. This false perception stems from the idea I am the body, which is the foundation of the ego. The ego gives rise to differentiation, the sense that there is me and others, or this and that, which leads to attachment and aversion. Desire arises when we attach to what we think will bring pleasure, and anger arises when we face obstacles to those attachments or feel threatened. The Maharshi emphasizes that the solution lies not in directly fighting or suppressing emotions like desire and anger, but in addressing their root cause, the rise of the ego. When the ego does not arise, the entire chain of reactions, ignorance, differentiation, attachment, and aversion dissolves. Without the ego, there is no sense of separation, and therefore no basis for desire or anger to exist. To prevent the rise of the ego, Ramana advises remaining as your real nature. This real nature is the self, the pure, unchanging awareness that is beyond the body, mind, and world. By abiding as the self through practices such as self-inquiry, you come to see that the ego is not real. It is merely a thought that arises and subsides. When you rest in the clarity of the self, the ego loses its hold, and emotions like desire and anger naturally subside. Ramana Maharshi's teachings point to the deeper truth that emotions are not problems in themselves. They are signals that the ego has arisen. By turning inward and staying rooted in the self, you can transcend the ego and, in doing so, free yourself from the pain caused by emotions like desire and anger. The focus is not on suppressing the mind, but on knowing who you truly are. So know yourself and be always free and at peace. In 40 Verses on Reality, Ramana Maharshi explains the nature of the self, the ultimate reality, and self-inquiry. My new book, with my comments and inquiry questions, opens these teachings up and brings them into your practice and experience. Available now from Amazon. Link in the video description. These videos bring Ramana's teachings into your direct experience. Click subscribe to see more. Click thumbs up to like, and send questions and start a dialogue with a comment.